Hi, I'm stonecipher, and this is my channel where we talk all things brick and mortar retail. We release new videos every Friday, so be sure to like and subscribe if you want all the tips and hacks of how to optimize your own storefront. Today we're going to talk about all of the fixtures and furniture inside my store and where the heck I got them all. I really want to arm you guys with all the knowledge. This is not going to be a video where I am like, hey, I go to this one store supply warehouse and this is where I got everything. I have been super creative with every piece in my store, and so I want to share with you all the hacks so you can do it too. We're going to start with this awesome table. So if you have even started looking around for furniture and fixtures for your boutique, you can see how expensive it can get. $1,000 for a single display table. That is nuts. I learned really quickly that I didn't want to do that. And so, for example, this round table, I got this tabletop from Home Depot. It's a piece of wood. I think it was $30. Comes in tons of different sizes. And then it comes in just a regular wood that I painted. And then I got these cool legs on Amazon. So I created this table, super easy. I think these legs were black at one point. Recently we just painted them gold. And this was a fraction of the cost of what you would get somewhere else. You can do it, it's super, super easy. But then you have something like this. We do racks like this because it feels a little bit more like you're at home, right? More intimate. It's not just one gigantic rack. Plus, it combines your accessories with your clothes. So you can match it up and hopefully people will buy the skirt and the pair of earrings. This is on Amazon, guys. Never forget Amazon for some great retail supplies. I will link all of the things below, but specifically, I have an unbelievable Amazon store that shows links to everything that I have ever purchased on Amazon for my store. Recently, we just redid every single rack in my store. I used to have that very basic long racks inside, but guess what? People felt very overwhelmed having to go through a huge rack. So I wanted to do something that would break the eye up, have smaller collections that we could break up with these shelves. This is from IKEA, you guys, IKEA. I did my entire store, and we have a 2,200 square foot store, my entire store for $1,000. And all of these shelves come off because they're bracketed. So in the summertime, when I need more long space for, let's say, maxi dresses, we can do that. But then going into fall, I can have tops and bottoms because I have more separates. It allows me to customize my entire store, and it was so cheap with IKEA. When displaying accessories, it can get really overwhelming, but you want to think outside the box because you don't want your store to look generic. If you've seen any of my other videos, I talk so much about making small your superpower. So what does that mean? You can't look like a Macy's. You don't want to look like Nordstrom and Target. You want to look like a real person owns the small business. And a great way to do that is to create some displays for yourself. So you can see this awesome pegboard. I actually found this idea on Pinterest, and then I made it myself. This is just a simple piece of plywood from Home Depot that I drilled all of these holes, and then we got dowels and cut them down, and little shelves, which Home Depot will cut you the wood if you need it cut. So this was super, super easy. I think the entire project took an hour, and we have been able to customize this to the nth degree. During fall and winter, this will become where all my scarves live. And we have bags on here during summer. We just put the sunglasses on here, and all the pegs come out, and you can totally customize it depending on what your products are. It's great. Again, think outside the box, and it looks pretty cool, right? I have tons and tons of rattan and wicker inside of my store. I think it really gives that homey vibe, and a great place to get these is Facebook Marketplace and Instagram. I started searching on Instagram for girls who were selling local rattan and antiques, and at one point I had what I would call my rattan dealer, and she would go out and look for things for me and deliver them. It was unbelievable. I am constantly scouring Facebook Marketplace for really cool chairs and art and different ways to display accessories and gift, because once again, it makes it look more homey, and it makes it look like there's an actual person behind your brand, which people are seeking out these days. They want to feel passionate about where their dollars are going, and they want to shop local. You really want to make sure that even though you're getting creative with your displays, that always the product is at the forefront. So this is a great example. I have IKEA floating shelves here, and I don't love to use a ton of IKEA inside of my store because it can look very generic and plain. So you want to really make sure you're balancing IKEA pieces inside of your store if you choose to use them. But you can see that we added the homey elements with it. So this is a great way to save money. These were super cheap. It's all about the shoe, but then we had that homey element with the pieces here. And these are from Target. So Target and Home Goods, always good to piece together some of your home pieces as well. This Mannequins, there's a million places to get mannequins on the internet, and let me tell you, so many of these store supply warehouses now sell on Amazon, so you can always go on Amazon, but my favorite is Store Supply Warehouse. It is great. We get tons and tons of things like our tea stands and mannequins and different jewelry displays on there. We will link all of that. I highly recommend snooping around on that website and going down a deep dive because I think they have the best stuff. All right, and then the eyes to the world. One of the most important places in your store is going to be your windows, because that is what is going to entice people to come inside of your store. I love Anthropologie. You probably have heard me say this before. We really emulate a lot of what we do inside of our store with Anthropologie. I love how homey it is, and our windows reflect that as well. All of these things that I have been talking about, going on Facebook Marketplace and using home elements, these are key elements in our windows because it makes it look less generic and more like somebody actually owns it, small business owner. But you need to be careful. You do not want to put a ton of furniture inside of your windows and then one pair of shoes, because if this is your first impression with the customer, they may think you're a furniture store. So you want to balance out and make sure, like I said with the shoes, that your products are the focal point of all of your displays, and then you can build around it. Be sure to like and subscribe and go into the notes and click around. I'm gonna put a ton of links to all of my favorite items, and I'm telling you, if you have not gone to my Amazon, I put so many pieces on my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna make it so easy for you to get open if you're not already open, and if you are open, I am so excited for you because you are gonna deep dive on this video and want to redecorate your whole store. It's gonna be so fun. We'll see you soon.
Have you ever dreamed of opening your own clothing store? Would you love to be a larger part of your local community? Or maybe you already have an online shop but want to take the leap into a physical location. Well, join me as I pull back the curtain on all things brick and mortar. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on how to grow and thrive in your own retail storefront.